That's powerful, and that's so true. I guess if you had to give advice to somebody starting out in college, what would you say to kind of keep them on that path and keep them doing that grind and really teach them how to focus? What are a couple tips? I mean, it takes a lifetime to develop those kind of tips, but what real basic things could you say?
One thing is I wouldn't be too concerned about the money. I wouldn't have my drive. I see that a lot in young people, and it's easy in our culture to do that. That'll come. That should not be your focus. Your focus should be to look at your gifts, your individual gifts, and play on those gifts. You know, period, because that's what you're created for, what you were given to do. And, you know, I know this is, you know, that may or may not sound popular, but I spend a lot of quiet time with God. I just sit down with him every day. And I say, what am I supposed to be doing today? Because, you know, really we're here for a purpose. And so, you know, I think that to discover that, you kind of have to have that conversation. And the doors will open. The doors just open. And then ones that you're not supposed to go through will close. And we get so wrapped up, you know, when we're young people, about that interview or getting that project and all of that stuff. And really, when those doors close, that should be a thank you, because there's something better coming. There's something better that I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. That's so powerful. That's one thing that I kind of learned in business school and some companies I've been in. You know, it's pointless and futile to just keep working at something that's not working. You know, if that job doesn't work out, boom, you move on to the next one. If that project doesn't work out, you don't dwell on that. You move on to the next one. It's not, you know, prudent to stay and spin your wheels or get discouraged when things don't work out. You got to keep persevering, and, you know, every opportunity you get is another opportunity for success.
Right, and I'll tell you, the ones that didn't work, you know, like Avid, everybody else would say, well, that was a failure. But for me, it wasn't, because I saw what we did well. I learned how to pitch a project to investors. I learned, you know, what made them tick or what didn't make them tick. And the truth is once that thing in business failed at that point in time, the very next year, I gave birth to my 17-year-old son. And I probably would not have had the time to even think about having another child had that gone through. And today I'm like, I couldn't have lived without this child. He makes my heart sing. He's the best. And so, you know, you just can't look at things like failure. You always have to look at them like thankful, and the next opportunity, I've learned something here, and the next opportunity I'm going to use something that I've learned, even if it's something you've learned about your own character.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is a learning experience, from, you know, each city you live in to each job you had to each little project on a day-to-day basis. You know, everything's a learning experience.